Which running back in the NFL right now this year do you guys think can join Falk and company? Just two guys in that very exclusive club.
What's up, Shay? Smile on your face.
I know your face is like.
Because I think it's a combination of their skill sets and the necessity of them having to carry the load.
In the system that they're in.
I'm going to go with Ezekiel Elliott. I know.
Really?
I know that he isn't known for his pass catching prowess. I mean, his thing.
Right.
I think he has that in his bag.
Yeah.
I think he's also the best pass protection blocking running back in the entire NFL. And I think the Cowboys are going to rely on Zeke Elliott a lot this year. I think this is going to be their workhorse, and I could see him catching 80 to 90 balls and possibly having 1,000. I think the rushing is no-brainer. I think he gets 1,000 yards. It's the catching. And I think with no Dez and no Witten, and I think they've got to change the offense a little bit, they're going to rely on Zeke quite a bit. I know he's not viewed as a David Johnson out of the backfield. I know he's not viewed as a Le'Veon Bell. I do believe he has that in his bag, and when you're the 4th overall pick, and you're the cog of the offense, go get it, Zeke. I can see it. Why not?
They need it.
I think so.
That's an interesting choice, but I like your argument.
And what works in his favor is just like you said, he's a 3-down back. So when you're creating a game plan, you don't have to take him off the field for any down because he can pass protect, he can run out the backfield, which means he's going to have more opportunities. The guy I'm going with is Todd Gurley. I am absolutely in love with Todd Gurley as a football player. I do believe he's cut from that cloth. He's a hybrid player from yesteryear and the future running backs, which is a very versatile running back, a 3-down back like you're talking about in Zeke. Last year, he had 1,300 yards rushing and 788 receiving.
Close.
Now, keep in mind, he played 15 games. In a few of those games, because they were rocking teams, he was pulled out.
Here's the hurdle play. I can watch it 1,000 times.
Listen, he was
lead the league in hurdles,
sitting on the sideline like a homecoming gang after blowing teams out in most of these games in the fourth quarter. Now, he could have got it last year. Now, imagine him in another system. And people will argue, well, they brought in Cooks, and they have Woods and Cooper Kupp and guys that are surrounding pieces. No, Sean McVay is an evil genius. I know what you're doing, buddy. You bring in other pieces so you can free up the running back. It's not that you bring in other pieces to take away from the running back. So now teams have to go in and say, wait a minute. We can't stack the box because we want to stop Todd Gurley. We have to open up this defense. And once you open up that defense, Todd Gurley's going to cut you deep.
I like those choices. I can see it happening, but I am like 99%. I'd put my name on the fact that Alvin Kamara would do this year.
Really?
Yes, because he almost did it last year. If you look at his numbers, 728 on the ground, 800 plus receiving. Let's not forget, he didn't get going till week 4. Adrian Peterson started on this team, right? Alvin Kamara didn't get on the map until a fourth of the way through the season. So now you have Ingram. It's like the opposite of that. Ingram's out now the first 4 weeks, so Alvin Kamara is going to pick up a little bit of that. I don't know. He's going to get consistent touches from day one. We know what he can do. He had 826 receiving yards, guys, on 81 catches. 17 more catches would put him at 1,000 yards. Just 17 more catches. His yards per touch are off the charts. So it's going to be the easiest for him to do it. If he plays just like he did last year, he doesn't have to play any better, any worse.
Elite company. And Roger Craig, we're talking about a potential Veteran Committee Hall of Famer. Marshall Faulk, obviously one of the greatest of his generation, the greatest ever. These are like the elite league groups, and I think there are multiple running backs this year because the way the NFL uses these running backs now, and the crazy part is, and I'll hammer it every time, how are we not paying these guys? How, if that's the case, and Gurley, and we're talking about Kamara, and we're talking about Ezekiel Elliott, they're all playing for pennies compared to what the wide receivers are making. It's just a different economics right now in the NFL. I cannot wait to see which guys are
David Johnson first, possibly. Break the bank.
Someone's got to break the bank first for the rest of them.
They're changing the title of what we know their position to be. They're not walking in the building as a running back. They're walking in the building as a wide receiver and a running back.
I still can't wrap my head around the fact that Alvin Kamara carried the ball 128 times last year and put up 728 yards. Only 128 carries for the kid. If he does that, if he has 50 more carries, he'll be at 1,000. He'll be over 1,000 yards.
He's a beast.
If he
the question is, can he carry the load?
Unbelievable.